Shalom and welcome back to Flipping Pages, Stirring Sauces. And if it is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who have liked, shared, subscribed, and commented, my gratitude. And for those of you who have not shared, subscribed, and commented, I humbly ask that you do so. It is 4:28 in the morning. I should be sleeping, but I'm awake. So I'm not going to be with you too long, but I do have some stuff that I want to cover. And I'm going to get right into it. Reparations. And I'm going to be talking about a variety of topics this morning. So I'm starting out with reparations. I do believe that we need to track down the wealthy descendants of all those who enslaved us and serve them personally with lawsuits. I think once they are served personally with lawsuits, then that will put pressure on the British government and on the full royal family to pay reparations and return our national treasures that are sitting in their museums. We are supposed to ask for our instruments and implements and possessions back from those who have oppressed us and have stolen our property. We are supposed to actually demand that property back, because once we speak it, it will eventually happen. We just have to believe that and know that it will happen. So the British government has ignored our requests and our demands for reparations. So now we have to track down, like I said, the wealthy descendants and issue lawsuits against them personally in whatever court. But one way or the other, they will pay reparations, and they're not going to tell us how to spend that reparation or what to do with it. And no, we don't want reparations paid to some committee or some charity. We want reparations paid directly to us as compensation for all the free labor that your ancestors enjoyed and that you now enjoy. And then the next thing I want to address, that llama guy who shoved his tongue down the throat of that little boy, he should be executed for pedophilia. He is no spiritual leader. He is a deviant, corrupt individual who demanded that this little boy suck his tongue. And when the little boy tried to move away, he was pulled in against his will. That's a sick bastard. He shouldn't be out there around people's children. Something should be done about him. Now, Babylon UK is trying to join BRICS. Can anyone say Trojan horse? And they're also trying to deport Africans from Africa. The nerve of them. France's stranglehold on African nations needs to be broken, obliterated by any means necessary. People of the melanated continent need to come together and send France packing. France needs to get its rear end out of Negro land. Egyptians are angry about the fact that the woman playing Cleopatra is black. Well, I've got news flash for you. You're all squatters living on black soil. In other words, the soil you're occupying belongs to black people. Alexander, they refer to him as Alexander the Great. Well, I'll break down for you what he really was. He was a thief, a pillager, a sexual deviant, and a murderer who sanctioned the destruction and whitewashing of black Egyptian history. He sanctioned breaking the nose and lips off of statues in order to create a false Egyptian history. Egypt is a part of Africa. The Nile doesn't flow backwards. You're lying, scheming reptiles. That should be you. Lying, scheming reptiles need to put the map of Africa in the correct orientation. There is no such thing as the Middle East. It is all Negro land, and it is all a part of the continent of Africa. You're not fooling anybody. Now, this entire earth was populated by black or melanated people, and everything that the oppressive 1% enjoys today comes directly from the knowledge, sweat, blood, and tears of the melanated man. We need to stop asking them for our things. We need to take our things and make our instruments work for us. I did a video a while back where I said there are 3 things that we need, and that is, we need the knowing, we need our instruments and implements, and we need our history. We need to know our history. And when any 2 of those come together, the knowledge and the instruments, is going to be hell to pay. And when we and our instruments and our knowledge of self comes together, it is going to be something to be reckoned with. And this is why they're trying to ban our real history. This is why they're trying to ban TikTok, because they don't want us to know. And the 2 most important letters that the melanated man, woman, and child needs to know in the English language are N and O. We need to say no and mean it. If they're not forceful enough on their own, then we need to say hell no. That will get their attention. And when you have their attention, you say, I said no. They're planning and plotting constantly. And whatever they come up with, we are going to say no. You say no, you do no, you mean no, you are the head. Behave like the head. Babylon is no longer the pretty girl at the party. And they're desperate because they're not used to hearing no from us. And we've been saying no a lot lately. Melanated man, do not run from Babylon and run to Babylon. You see, you're running from Babylon and you're running to Babylon, Asia, or Babylon, Russia. They are all the same. Babylon is Babylon, no matter what part of the earth they occupy. They are all one in the same. Run to yourself. The Creator tells you no one will save you. So you have to save yourself. And when you try to save yourself, the Creator will help you to save yourself. Babylon is already destroyed. They just refuse to accept it. What Babylon Asia have planned for us is worse than what Babylon USA did to us. Babylon Asia sees us as food, literally. They murder thousands of African men every year and use their penis to make soup. Everything to them is an aphrodisiac. They believe that if they consume the black penis, it will help them to perform better in bed. There was a time when you could see wild donkeys in groups running around Jamaica. Now, you can't even see a tame donkey. They've all been killed and their skin sent to Babylon, Asia as aphrodisiacs. When we told Babylon we didn't want their vegetable or corn oil because we have our coconut oil, yellow planes appeared in our skies in Jamaica and sprayed our coconuts, wiping them out. On our property, all of my father's coconut trees were wiped out. And in the process, they killed our banana plantations and our sugarcane industry. Then they crippled our dairy industry with their milk powder. I am old enough to remember when Jamaican farmers were milking their cows and dumping the milk. I am also old enough to remember those big yellow planes appearing in the skies out of nowhere, spraying us and spraying our vegetation. Now when I go to Jamaica, there is fake Babylon fruits everywhere. Everywhere. And now the population is being sprayed with all manner of toxins by planes that do not originate in Jamaica. Andrew Holness, what are you allowing Babylon to come in to Jamaican airspace and spray on the Jamaican population? What are Jamaicans being sprayed with? You are going to experience your hell right here on earth. And hell is never pretty. I humbly ask that you like, share, subscribe, and comment. I give you my peace. I give you my ahab. Shalom. I'm going to bed now. Shalom.